Magandang araw po sa ating lahat at welcome back po sa ating extension project na pinamagatang Stop Cyberbullying at JRMSU-TC Campaign Against Cyberbullying. This is a project of the BSEd Social Studies Department of the College of Education in partnership with the Philippine National Police of Tampilisan and Tampilisan National High School and of course the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Sanak, Tampilisan, Zamboanga del Norte. Sa unang video natin ay pinag-usapan po natin yung nature ng cyberbullying and how did it happen, paano nga ba ito nangyari sa atin. Sa pangalawang video naman ay pinag-usapan po natin yung epekto ng cyberbullying sa ating mga kabataan, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga mag-aaral. Sa video ito, since this is the third video, pag-usapan naman natin yung mga krimen na related sa cyberbullying. Na minsan, usual lang na cyberbullying na nangyayari sa atin, very common, akala natin okay lang, pero hindi natin alam na krimen na pala iyon. Kaya nga, stay tuned po at please tapusin po natin ang video ito kasi alam ko marami kayong matututunan sa video natin. At don't forget to share this video para mas maraming tao rin ang ma-inform. And by sharing this video, we are also helping our advocacy to end and to stop cyberbullying in our community. But before anything else, please fill up po our attendance sheet. Naka-Google form po nasa comment section ng video ito. Kailangan po namin yan para ma-profile po namin, ma-record po namin kung sino-sino yung nag-participate po sa ating advocacy to stop cyberbullying in our community. And sa mga mag-fill up ng attendance po, maibibigay po kaming free loads na tag 100 pesos. Free load po na 100 pesos. Maraming salamat. Ngayon, pag-usapan natin, ano nga ba yung mga krimen na related sa cyberbullying? Paano nga ba ito naging krimen? At may nangyari na bang ganito sa ating buhay bilang mga social media users? Generally, may i-share ako sa inyong tatlong krimen na very related sa cyberbullying. Number 1 is cyber harassment, or this is known as harassment. Pero nangyari ito sa social media, minsan nangyari sa Facebook, sa Instagram, or kahit anong social media platforms. Kaya nga ang tawag natin dito ay cyber harassment. One example of harassment is the sending of abusive messages, ng mga mensahe nga pang-amboso. It could be threatening messages or mga malicious messages towards someone. So, example here is online threats. Kung nabitang hadlukon ka online, i-threat ka online kung dili ka mohatag ani, so na sila i-post or buhaton na something maka-destroy sa imong identity o makaulaw sa imuha. Or it could be mga mean messages, mga yaga-yaga nga mensahe nga wala nakaganahi. It could also be aggressive messages or rude texts, mga text nga ikalagot bitaw na to, it could be tweets or posts, or the messages, any type of messages basta in a form of harassment na siya. So it could be verbal harassment na siya, so these are part of cyber harassments. So ma-consider natin na harassment when someone is posting your personal information or pictures or videos ba na designed to hurt you or to embarrass you. So this is a form of harassment. Okay? And remember, this is a crime. Another example of harassment is asking for pictures, or it could be intentionally saying mean things to you and sending you a threatening messages. Ayan. So anyone who is constantly malicious messaging and expecting replies may also create fear and stress to you. Kaya nga mahagbong siya og harassment. Syempre kinsa may dili ma-harass anang nga sendan ra ka og mga messages nga mean, rude, malicious, and mag-post ang imong mga information nga wala sa imuhang wala permission sa imuha, or posting your pictures or videos. So be careful jud ta ani because this is a form of harassment. Okay? And pwede tayong ma-penalize ani. Kasi syempre, crime man. Basta crime na ginay related nga penalty. One specific example aning harassment is when someone is asking a nude photo of you or someone is asking a picture of your private part. Ayan, this is a form of harassment. Syempre, yung sabi dili ma-sexually harass, diba? It's a form of sexual harassment but done online. And this really happens, no, in reality. Later on, it might fell into, or it might lead into sextortion. We'll talk about sextortion later in the latter part of this video. Another very specific example of this cyber harassment is kanang kuhaan ka og video bitaw na without your permission. So, kuhaan ka video without your permission, dayon pakaulawan ka, i-post ka din sa social media with your picture, with your unsa pa na diha mga personal information, tapos pakaulawan ka atong tawo na nag-posts. So that means that that particular post is or was intended to harass you para mabuli ka sa mga tao sa social media. So be careful, guys. That's a form of cyber harassment. Kaya nga, di nyo dapat mukuha og video sa mga private individuals dahil ipataka o post sa social media without their permission. Dili yun siya maayo. The second crime related to cyberbullying is defamation. Familiar man siguro mo aning defamation, no? So this is the action of damaging the good reputation of someone. So it can be done either in a way of slander or libel. So ako lang i-explain later on sa nang slander kung sa nang libel. So defamation is a false statement, no? False, mali nga statement presented as a fact that causes injury or damage to the character of the person it is about. So it could either be done by posting it on Facebook, on YouTube, or in any social media platform. So, false siya daan. False ang iyang statement. Or it could be a declaration or an accusation. So, kung siya mahagbong na siya, guys, of defamation. Example, when you post this one, Tom Smith stole money from his employer. Or si Kuan, gikawat niya ang kwarta sa iyang employer. If this statement is not true, and if making the statement damages Tom, katong tao nga imong gi-refer, it damages his reputation or his ability to work, no? Posible siyang matanggal sa trabaho. This is a form of defamation. Definitely a destruction of the character of that person nga imuhang gitumbok. Another example is when someone says, so pwede siyang i-istorya, or publishes or posts something false, mali ha, mali, false, about you, and the statement amounts to calculable damages to your reputation. So nakaguba siya sa imuhang reputasyon. You may file a case against them for defamation. So libel, libel ang una, pwede nimo siyang makaso sa iya if it is done through writing. Matawag siyang cyber libel if it is done by way of posting in the social media, either in Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, unsa pa na diha nga social media platforms. So mahimo siyang libel if it is done in writing, no, gi-post, gisulat. And mahimo siyang slander when the statement is made verbally. So what do you mean by verbally? Sama ni akong gibuhat karon, verbal, akong giistorya. So pinaagi sa video, gi-video niya, then pataka siya dinha og pangyama-yama, false accusation, unsa pa nang ipang istorya din sa video nga makadaot sa reputation towards that someone. This is a form of slander. And you know, these are crimes. Libel and slander are crimes. No? So it is very clear now that slander and libel can be done both via the internet or online. Diba? So the difference between defamation and slander is that a defamatory statement can be made in any medium. So, pwede siyang in writing or verbal. Nung slander, verbal lang yun siya. It could be done in a blog comment or spoken in a speech. Pwede po na siya kanang mag-speech ta publicly, no? Then natay pang accused din ha. Or it could be said in the television. You are interviewed in the television and you are speaking with a slanderous statement or libelous nga mga comments towards someone. So, libelous acts only occur when a statement is made in writing. So, gaya ng sinabi ko niya, pwede siya digital or online writing. And slanderous statements are made orally. Okay? So, maskin dili gani siya sa online or social media, no? Maskin palag sa tuang conversation, din natay pang accused din hagpataka, no? Verbally, that is a form of slander. Okay? Verbal man siya. So, to be clear, libel is a method of defamation expressed by print, writing, pictures, pwede po signs, effigies, or any communication embodied in physical form that is injurious to a person's reputation, or it could be exposes a person to public hatred, no kana aron kalagutan siya sa mga tao, aron kasilagan siya sa mga tao, aron i-bash siya sa mga tao na munang mag-post og false accusation. That is a form of libel, no? Contempt, or pwede po siya ridicule, or injures a person in their business or in their profession. Muna siya guys, munang be careful yung kaita sa ato ang mga posts, be careful yung kaita anang atong mga accusations towards someone online. Kay pwede kitang kasuhan ana og libel, labi na og mapamatuod nga dili mga tinuod or mga false lang atong mga accusations. So, we are subjecting that person to public hatred, no? Para kalagutan sa mga tao, para i-bash sa mga tao. So, we can be sued. We can be sued. Og libel ana siya. One very good example of cyber libel was the case filed to Enchung D. Kailan man siguro mo si Enchung D, no? Artista na siya. No? So, the case on Enchung D, he was charged with cyber libel by Claudine Bautista, a congresswoman. And Claudine Bautista she wants 1 billion pesos of damages. Okay? So, it was stated in the news in the year 2021, no? The case of Enchung D in 2021. Davao Occidental prosecutor states that Enchung D was reckless and irresponsible in the tweet about Congresswoman Bautista's wedding, calling it lavish at may ginawang malversation of public funds. Muna ang content sa iyang posts. So, pinalabas sa tweet ni Enchung D na Bautista was a corrupt public official. So, syempre, after that, the Congresswoman Bautista was hated and she was cyberbullied by a lot of Filipinos online. So, ikaw ba naman, artista ka, nag-accuse ka of someone nga, na corrupt, kung sa panato ang mga pang post din ha. Actually, kung parehaon taan no? Parehaon taan nga kasuhan ta, kay agi anang patakatag mga atong accusation. So, you see, because that Congresswoman was hated by the people. She was cyberbullied just because of that libelous statement. So, it was a form of defamatory and malicious. You see? Now, imagine, pilay gipangayo nga damages, 1 billion pesos. Na, nga kita, panghiyon taog pila. Na. So, in the next video guys, I will talk about pila ang penalty, no? So, what are also the penalties when we commit crimes related to cyberbullying? Natay minilyon, natay binilyon. Patakatag comment din sa social media, patakatag post, patakatag accuse of someone. Patakatag accuse din ha, make sure na natay pila ka 100,000, natay pila ka milyon nga ibayad kung kasuhan ta og cyber libel. Diba? So be careful guys. Kay mao gini siya usual kay nga nang hitabo, no? And the third crime that is related to cyberbullying is sexting and sextortion. Sexting or sextortion. This is a form of blackmail in which sexual information or images are used to extort sexual favors or money from the victim. No? So kana bang somebody has your sexual information or images like katong ganina somebody asked you a picture or video of your private parts, mga nude photos nimo, then they are going to use that as i-blackmail or para ma-blackmail ka, no? Ingnon kanila nga, sige, di ko nimo tagaan og 500,000, ako ning i-post sa Facebook, ako ning i-post sa social media, maulawan jud ka, no? Ano siya? That is a form of sexting or sextortion. Okay? So it could be also nga he or she will use that sexual content to ask sexual favors sa imuha. Like inon ka, for example, na sige, ayaw dulog nako, ayaw kuyog nako, kaya ako yun i-post sa social media, no? Naaraba ko'y mga private information nimo diri, sexual information, mga nude photos, pictures na nimo, private phone nimo, di ka mo tuo sa tanan na kung i-mando nimo, ako yun i-post, you see? So, timani guys, kung mahitabo gaya na siya, that is a form of sextortion. So, ang maayong buhaton, dangop din ka dito sa Philippine National Police na to, ato ka sa kapulisan, dangop ka dito mga ikagtabang sa imong buhaton. Okay? So, sometimes a sext can end up in a wrong hands, where sexting turns into sextortion. Mahagbong siyang sextortion, which is, essentially, this is a form of cyber blackmail. Okay? What is sexting? So, din ang sexting. Sex, din texting. Ano ang term? So, sexting is the sharing and receiving of sexually explicit messages and nude or partially nude images via cell phone. So, kanang example, kanang mang-share ta og mga private information nga ay sexually related topics or things or pictures or videos ba na about someone. That is a form of sexting, no? Pag-share or even kung ipangpasa-pasa na to sa social media, that is a form of sexting, no? It can also be used or done by the using of computer or any digital devices. That is a form of sexting. Now, sexting while still a minor is illegal. No? Illegal na siya, dako kay na siya og kining punishment later. We'll talk about it sa Republic Act, no? The reason it's illegal is that these images may be intercepted by or distributed to someone other than who it was originally sent to. Then it will compromise the privacy and the safety of the original sender. No na siya. Muna nga guys, be careful jud kay mo anang inyong kuan. Labi na sa mga minors na to, no, nga naminaw, mga high school students, be careful jud mo anang pag-post ninyo din og mga photos nga revealing na kaayo, or even when somebody is asking you of this, ayaw jud mo og panghatag, ayaw jud kay it can be used for sexting, and later on it can be used for sextortion. Pwede mong ma-blackmailin ana sa mga dautan nga mga elemento. Okay? Now, what is sextortion? So dahil sextortion, sextortion is a new online exploitation crime. So krimen yun siya, directed towards children, ng mga vulnerable children na to, in which non-physical forms of coercion are used, such as blackmail, to acquire sexual content from the child, no, engage in sex with the child, kanapod, or obtain money from the child. Sextortion, guys, is really a global threat today. With the presence of the internet today, very common kaining sextortion, and I hope that it will not happen to you guys out there. I hope and pray na dili yun siya mahitabo sa inyo, ha. Okay? So what means is, if you send nude photos or compromising images of yourself via the internet, you can become a victim of sextortion. Kaya, be careful yun, guys. Be careful. And those are the crimes related to cyberbullying. Thank you very much for joining this advocacy to stop and prevent cyberbullying in our community. Please don't forget to share this video. Please don't forget to tag your friends or maybe comment in the video. And of course, don't forget to fill up the attendance sheet. Again, mamimigay po kami ng libreng load na 100 pesos sa mga taong mag-fill up ng attendance form. Nandyan po sa comment section ang ating attendance form. And thank you for really helping us and sharing this information to your Facebook friends. Again, this is Sir Jun Michael Biantoni. the chairperson of the Extension Office of the College of Education and the author of this program entitled Stop Cyberbullying, a JRMCUTC campaign against cyberbullying, in partnership with the Philippine National Police of Tampilisan, the Tampilisan National High School, and Sangguniang Kabataan. Again, muchas gracias and see you sa next video po natin. Pag-usapan po natin yung mga possible penalties, yung mga kaso like libel, and those laws, no, mga Republic Act na related, and will help us also, no, in understanding the nature and the reality of cyberbullying in our community. Again, God bless and have a good day.